Our 25 Sports Prep Rally Team of the Week, the Ridgeview Lexington Mustangs. They started the year with a big win over state-ranked Leroy. This is a team that won just 2 games a year ago, but they have a lot of confidence, a lot of healthy players now, and they're off to a terrific start. We're joined by head coach Matt Barnes. And Matt, you've had some frustration with injuries, and you feel like things have come together this year. I know you're probably not too surprised with week 1.
Yeah, I think for us, a lot of confidence going into this week. I think having a lot of guys back from last year has helped a lot, so it's been good. You
obviously at a small school, obviously you're a co-op, but at a small school, injuries can be crippling, and you're playing actually a Hayward team this year that's in a very similar boat. They're kind of at full strength now too, and should be a great home opener for you.
Yes, it'll be a good game. Very similar to us. They were 3-6 last year. We were 2-7. A lot of guys back, so I think just from a experience standpoint, it should be a good game.
You kind of mentioned Coach Kyoto, one of my favorites when I walked in, and obviously he took Ridgeview Lexington to the top of the state. How do you get back there?
Yeah, I think for us it's trusting what we do. I think going through 2-7 seasons back-to-back years, it's been very tough. Going through learning experiences, and I think those will pay dividends for us this year.
But there was enthusiasm when our camera showed up for our preview with you guys. You guys think you're better than 2-7. You think the program's rising? Yeah,
I think so. And I think for these guys, our seniors that are here with us today, and then just our senior group, going through hard times, going through adversity, I think for them it's going to pay dividends in the long run. And I think for us, sticking to the process, going through all of that, I think it's going to be good.
People who aren't familiar, the HOCI, the old HOI, I mean, it's a grinder every week.
It is. And I think for us, the last couple of years, you kind of play the victim of, we have to play hard teams and we're young.
Right.
Now you've been through the ringer. It's time to produce on the field.
But also 2 towns that love their football. I mean, Colfax, Lexington are 2 towns that love their high school sports, and you must feel privileged to be in towns that care so much.
Yeah, obviously Lexington with the 5 state championship runs that they had and the semifinal runs recently, and Ridgeview a great tradition in the playoff runs. So I think for us getting back there is a huge goal.
Absolutely. All right, let's meet 4 of your players right now. We're joined by 4 of the Mustangs, all seniors. I'm going to start with Bryce Cloud right here. And Bryce, 2-7, I'm sure didn't feel real good. Must be great to get off to a 1-0 start.
Definitely. I think one big factor for that is definitely our physicality up front. It's definitely been a lot different this year, and definitely having a lot of guys returning helps a lot.
Yeah, I know you mixed in some pass, but 38 times he handed the ball to Joe Cheever. Joe, are you still sore now, or are you ready to go? And what's it like to run behind this line?
Well, it's great. I got a lot of guys up front that are hard-nosed. They're hard workers. Got big guys up there. They go out and fight for me, so I try my best to fight for them, and I feel great now. They protect me well on Friday night.
Jack, it feels like the last couple of years have kind of snowballed against you with a tough schedule early, with injuries. But there is a lot of positivity about this season, isn't there? And explain it to me.
Yes, sir. I love our experience. I feel like we've all been in every moment, so I love our experience, definitely.
What about you? Beat Leroy, Liam. What is kind of the reaction to that? What's kind of the enthusiasm, the excitement around the 2 towns?
I think we definitely shocked everybody. No one saw it coming. Even our own schools were doubting us, and we just came out and punched them in the mouth right away and ran the field the whole time.
You guys, Coach Kyoto was 3 years ago. Were you guys in school yet?
Yes, we were freshmen.
So you were freshmen. So you remember the magical runs.
Yes, sir.
Tell me how exciting that was as a freshman and how much you'd like to get back to the playoffs as a senior.
It was one of those things that you'd love to be a part of. I know a couple of us guys, we were water boys for the guys, and I mean, it was a lot of fun. And just getting back to that aspect, it'd be so much fun this year if we could do that.
Joe, this team has what it takes to get to the playoffs?
Of course, yes, it does. We've all been working our butts off all season, and I think what Coach Barnes said earlier about stacking days, we've been stacking days well this year, and I think we're going to continue to keep this ball rolling.
Jack, is that something you talk about? Do you talk about 5 wins? Do you talk about week 10?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Obviously, the playoffs are something that, everyone wants to get to, just the atmosphere, the environment. It means everything to us. So, yes, sir, we'd love to get back to playoffs.
Liam, people always want to know how co-ops work. I know you're competitive against each other in other sports, but this co-op's been terrific, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love every guy from Lexington, and I've built a great relationship with all of them, and I love them all.
All right, well, let's see you guys week 10, all right?
Yes, sir.
How about a home game? How about a home playoff game?
I sure hope so.
I hope so.
Home game Friday night for these guys. Ridgeview Lexington, our team of the week.